So you just cleared floor 15. You got the Crimson Saber, but now what? What do you do with it? How do you awaken it? Where do you get the materials at? And those materials cost metals, so where do we get all the metals from? Because we're floor 20, we don't have enough metals to get it all. We need 8,000 metals for these materials, and we don't have enough. Don't worry, guys. I got you covered, all right? This is something, the primary reason I'm making this video is to talk about that, and I will talk about whether or not I believe that this weapon is worth it. And even if you can't max it out, I'll talk about its value along the way to getting to 5-star awakening. So don't worry, stick around. We got all that covered. Guys, hello everyone, and welcome back to House Goz. I hope you guys are having a fantastic day. My name is Norgoz, the Warlord of the Visions. Welcome back, my brethren. I appreciate you guys stopping by. If you like the way that we deliver content, please give us a thumbs up, subscribe, come back and see us again. We very much appreciate that. And if you're feeling really froggy, hit that bell icon, get notified about that new content, all right? So here we go. We're going to talk about the Crimson Saber. We're going to talk about the Porcelain Tower Shop Part 2. And we're going to do some 10 summons for you guys. Hey, I got you a surprise. All right? So we got ourselves a free 10 sum coming up towards it later on in the video. I'm going to talk about that shop that came up because it was not... I expected it. I anticipated it. And we talked about it, but it wasn't announced. So we'll talk about that and what's changed. Crimson Saber. Get it on floor 15. We all pretty much know that, right? But how do we get those? How do we get 8,000 medals, right? A lot of you guys have probably been going through and you've already been doing the math in your head like, oh, what? How do we get this, right? Okay, so maybe they're in the extremes. Okay, well, I've unlocked the extremes. The extremes don't have any medals in them. So, see? They don't have any. They have the rainbow fragments, but not the others. So, here's what it is. Okay? So, once you get to the end, once you clear floor 20, it effectively basically everything can be reset and you start over. That's how you're going to get the rest of your medals. You're going to go back up the floors and get more medals by doing it that way. And I don't see a lot of people covering this information, and I want to, or if they are, they're kind of glossing over it and not really making it very clear. So I wanted to make a video where I talked about it and I put a really big focus on this. That's how you get the medals. You do need 8,000 of them, and that's just if you use it on the tree sap and the fire mega crystals for the Crimson Saber. You need 185 tree saps, 6 fire mega crystals sacred tree sap, that is, in order to awaken this weapon. Now you can get those two from the Chocobo expedition. You can get that from the Chocobo expedition. However, the easiest way to do it is to avoid the RNG. Or I guess the most effective way is to avoid the RNG, take the 8,000 medals in the shop, and get it done. So let's pull up the Mog shop. I don't want you guys to get distracted with this. Trust me on this. You need 375 refinement books of the Greatsword, okay? And I've already got mine to 4-star. I only need, I think it's 150 or 75 or something that's left over from that. So I'm covered, okay? I'm covered. But don't get these books. Don't waste your time on the books. Don't waste your time on the Rainbow Vision, or just get the sap. Just get the Mega Crysts, because anything above and beyond that, you might end up coming up short even if you go through all the way. This is time limited, and when you have less than a week to go, guys, less than a week left. The recovery on the HP and everything is a 24-hour reset period. That's the other thing I wanted to focus on. So you need to get started now. Do not wait. Get started now. Even if your heart's even halfway into it, you're not sure if you even care about the weapon or not, go through and get it. Now, if you can't get it, and if you don't get it for whatever reason, it's not the end of the world. The event is expected to return. It returned in JP, and they even offered an other alternative to getting the Crimson Saber. You were able to buy it in the shop for medals. Now, I'm going to stop right there. I'm going to stop you right there, because I know some of you guys are already thinking in their head, oh, what if I just get a bunch of medals and I save them? No, it doesn't work. So whatever medals are here, they don't transfer to the next one. It'll be a fresh set of medals. So while that would be a 200 IQ play, unfortunately, I don't think that's how that's going to work. So keep that in mind. Get whatever you can now, and whatever you can't get later on, you can farm through various means or whatnot. But the important thing is getting the Crimson Saber, because all this other stuff you can get later on in some way, shape, or form. So now, is the Crimson Saber worth it? What does the stats look like? And what are some of my thoughts on the Crimson Saber in general? Well, the Crimson Saber is, as we know, it's Rain's bread and butter weapon. It's his weapon. It's his baby, okay? And the reason being is that you're not going to find another two-handed greatsword weapon in the game right now that has this much magic attack. 170 magic, that's quite a bit. and that's at full, fully awakened, 5-star, all that good stuff. You can get up to that amount. It is still RNG. It is a UR weapon, but it's not like the Excalibur. Okay, the Excalibur we kind of got spoiled a little bit. We kind of got spoiled a little bit with the Excalibur. The Excalibur just maxed out. This is not the Excalibur. This is this is not your father's Excalibur, all right? This is not your father's Crimson Saber. This is it's a little bit different. So if you have 4-star, and assuming you could only get 4-star, you should be able to get. I think you should be able to get 3-star once you hit floor 15, or like a floor after it or something. And it doesn't take that much longer after that to get the 4-star. I think you actually hit 4-star at floor. Once you get to floor 20, you should have enough. So I got mine to 4-star. And even if I couldn't get it beyond 4-star, look at the stats. I got 99 magic. Now, that may not seem like a lot. But if you think about it, that's not even the highest roll that I probably could have gotten. I could have gotten, 110, 120 magic, right? And let's say that I got 120 magic on that. You can put 10 smithing hammers into this, and the smithing hammer is going to give you an extra 30 magic on that. Would you be okay if you could never, ever go... You could never, ever get it beyond 4-star. Would you be okay with the 150 magic stat? It's a respectable amount. It's a respectable amount. And if for whatever reason you didn't roll, it didn't do a good roll, you can go to Enhancement Reset. I know probably somebody just freaked out. No, don't worry. It doesn't just click and reset instantly. It doesn't work that way. It takes... you have to confirm it again on this page. So it's going to take you 5 hammers to reset. However, 5 smithing hammers, but you can do that as many times as you want to, and you don't take your stars away. So that's another thing that I know that the equipment system is sometimes confusing or daunting or a little intimidating to some players, especially if it's because it does seem somewhat complicated. But once you kind of get an idea, about what it's all about, it's pretty simplified. So that's my thoughts on the Saber. Even without the bonuses, you still have some pretty respectable stats. And every other star that you get, you're getting more slashing attack up. It's basically a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 plus weapon. You're upgrading the tier. It's effectively like you're upgrading the tiers on it. So I'm getting slashing attack 8 to the 4-star. I'm getting defense down. And the defense down at maxed out, I think it's 20%. It's 20% defense down. I think it starts at 10%, goes up to 20%. And I believe that the proc rate is 25%. But remember, that's part of the faith formula, so it's not exactly 25%. So there is a faith formula there, as I understand it. So moving forward, let's talk quickly about the shop. Did I already go over this? I might have. So I'll just quickly go over. This is part 2 of the shop. The main thing is this. Get the Rainbow Vision Sphere. Get the Azure Vision Sphere. Don't skip out on those energy restores. And I would skip these enhancement packs. They're paid Vision Ore. You can get all these things through other means, through the Chocobo Expedition, or if you're really hurting for the final 50 fragments or prisms, you can get those through training other types to get the type that you need. So that's pretty much what I'm going to cover there. So now let's go into summons, and we'll pull up our summon video. And I actually did this offline. Okay, I did this offline. That's why it's going to be a recording of what we did before. So did this offline. I'm basically going to give you guys some play-by-play, and I'll give you guys my thoughts. That's what's going through my mind as we're getting these pulls. And I'm not going to spoil anything for you. So we're starting off with an MR. It is a vision card. Hoping it's for a swap to Rainbow. We did not get it. I know there's a little bit of the Godception down here, but don't worry about that. Surges, All right, upgrade on the vision card. Behemoth, it's okay. Surges, they really want me to level Surges, by the way, is what I'm thinking here at this moment. And Horncastle, we have maxed out. Mesh, and then we got Cleansing of Mind. That's actually a pretty good card. You've got luck up on it. On this is selfish buff, so plus accuracy, plus evasion. Pretty good stuff. All right, so we got the Secret Orders card, and we also got the Wazette card. So, but the one I'm most interested in, it was the Greetings from Afar card. These are all dupes. These are all dupes. But the Greetings from Afar card is a great card, especially for Magic users. Right now, I have it Awaken just at level 30. Awaken 1-star. It's sitting at selfish buff of 10% magic up, and 10% magic up, and about 56 attack and magic stat. And it goes up to somewhere close to about 100 of each, so it's a respectable amount, and 20% magic stat on selfish. So it's a pretty nice card, so I like it. So, and now for my final thought. So I tried to condense this video as much as I possibly could. There's a lot of stuff that we were going over, and I think I covered everything that I really wanted to. But the Crimson Saber essentially is this. don't wait. Go now. If you didn't, and if I didn't clarify it enough, your HP, your TP, your ability usages, your AP, all that stuff goes away as you go up the floors. That's why the fully restore button is there. It's a 24-hour time period. If you do it at 3 p.m., you gotta wait till the next day, 3 p.m. again. That's when you can heal again. So it doesn't update at midnight when the server updates or whatever. That's not how it works. So don't wait. We have less than a week now. Especially the lower level you are, the more important it is for you to do that, because you can just keep throwing bodies at those levels until you win. You can just keep throwing the bodies at it, let the bodies hit the floor, reset, just keep going. You know, at least get to floor 10 if you can't do anything else. I think the majority of the player base can at least get to floor 10, and I think it's reasonable to expect that from there going forward, you know, you can take a couple, you know, maybe 2 or 3 days, 2 or 3, you know, resets, and you can get to floor 15 and maybe clear it. So that's not the hard part. The hard part is beyond that, getting to floor 20, finishing floor 20, and then going back up and getting all the rest of the medals. So those floors beyond 15 do get really tough. They do get really tough. So that's gonna just about wrap it up for me, guys. Thank you so much for taking the time with me today. I really appreciate you guys. If you like this video, give us a thumbs up, subscribe, come back and see us again. We put out War of the Visions content, news, tips, reviews, things like this. I'm trying to give you guys the most information, the most valuable, or the most valid information that I possibly can for you guys. And of course, if you're feeling really froggy, hit the bell icon. Find us on Twitch Tuesday through Friday. We're also available on Patreon, where we have all kinds of exclusive content on all these different platforms. We appreciate you guys being here. I will see you in the next one, and let me know in the comments below, did you get the Crimson Saber? Are you going to get the Crimson Saber? How far are you going to get the Crimson Saber? And if you're stuck at this point, you're not going any further, how high did you get your magic stat, and are you happy with it? Thank you very much, guys. Take care.